For me, it's great because SiGMA is a Maltese brand for me. Like it grew out of Malta and seeing it expanding around the world. I get a bit of pride. Connecting it with poker is an interesting part for me. And the biggest, what I love the most, there's one in Malta now happening. And the one in Malta, there'll be involved a lot of local players coming in because the buy-ins and everything in the tournament is pretty fantastic for the local community as well. And also we have a lot of iGaming in Malta and industry, which play a lot of poker on the island. So it's a great mix. And also for the local poker players, it's a good step to go into if to network inside poker. I used to play the charity events and I made a lot of networking through charity events as well. So yeah, should be a great event. We're looking forward for it because it's the first tournament, what we would call the winter season, starting in winter. So yes, it will be very well welcomed, and I'm sure all the players are looking forward because till then we don't really have any big festival or any great event. That would be the first one. If I saw it well, I don't remember well the schedule of Brazil. I had looked at it, but I've looked at the one in Malta, and it's specifically for Malta and for the SiGMA crowd. So it's going to be, my opinion, very successful because it's going to hit everybody. You understand? It's very hard in poker to make everyone happy. There's different categories, and I think this one is spot on. Each country has its popularity in poker. The problem is that in countries there's a lot of legislation so it's very hard to measure. But like for example in Malta, if we didn't have the Italians, we would have no market. Our local market is very small, but then we have all the Italians that come here because they don't have casinos in Italy, and all the Europeans, like Germans, come here as well. Dutch, because everything is limited in their country. We have everything, like Malta, it's just to get here, the hotel and the flight. And we can offer it better than anything in Europe. There's nobody who can compete. Maybe Rozvodov, but Rozvodov has nothing around it. It's beautiful for poker, perfect, it's a boot camp, but it's just a forest. And you're 2 hours away from anything. There's like one restaurant, one thing. So Malta is just perfect. It's ideal, and for SiGMA and for iGaming, we're a hub. Yes, that is the beauty. A lot of Italians come to Malta. We've even got French, Estonians, Polish, in groups of hundreds, you know. Unfortunately, we are limited to our connections. Like at the moment, I'm very annoyed there's no direct flights to Estonia. We get a lot of beautiful Estonian players coming to play Malta. Like even in Israel, we used to have like 300 players come to play from Israel, but now there's no direct flights. So yeah, everybody would want to come to Malta if we had more flights and more affordable accommodation. This is what I'm trying to focus these past 2 years. It's very hard for a new player at 25 years old to walk into a casino and sit down with 8 other players and play poker. It's a slow process. I am wanting the local players to welcome these players more and assist them and help them. Always remind them of responsible gaming. Whenever a poker player comes in, I distinguish playing poker and table games. There's the roulette, the blackjack. Those are danger. Those are expensive. You know, if you want to lose money, you're free. But it's another problem. But you just explain to them poker. The important thing is if you're going to go in, spend 100 euros, spend 100. Don't spend 300. You know, stick to your budgets. Before there was a stigma, a huge stigma. I would say even 15 years ago, 14 years ago. Like even we used to have certain players who wouldn't want to take photos in poker rooms and everything because they would have jobs of trust or something, many accountants, many all this. But they will be all have good bankrolls, you know, they know how much they have to lose, like 400 euros a month is the maximum I can lose. It's like a hobby. But recently, no. Now it's more, even abroad. It's regarded more as a hobby In America, senators play it, judges. You know, in Malta, you wouldn't see a judge or a politician. But don't forget, everybody plays some home games. I've played poker home games with whatever you can mention. And as you said, it's a sports game. It's a hobby. It's something you have to learn, study, and there's a price for it as well. We started at school playing a 5-card draw with 1 senses and 2 senses, and even in the favorite spot was the ladies' common room, because the teachers wouldn't come and check on us there, the headmaster and all that. They wouldn't think that the ladies would be playing poker. Little did they know. But yeah, we used to play at school. Then I remember in our teens, we had a good run of playing. I still remember being on a yacht, playing at stakes that we shouldn't have been playing. I stopped playing because it was too much money. I took my money and walked home. And my other friends stayed playing, and with the winnings, they went to Ibiza because there was a French engineer who was losing too much money. But then basically online and with friends, then you go to the casino. At the time, it was Dragonara, the place to be. And I remember going down, and in 1 month, I win 3 or 4 tournaments, which is like, wow, you say, and I was being cocky, and I'm really good, I'm really good. My friends who used to be better than me going, you were lucky, you were this, and I'm going, no. Needless to say, 1 year, I didn't even do a final table. Then you start studying and you realize how bad you are and how you have to work. And the trick was, I met some players, like a French guy called Julien, Bas Delat was very important, Sammy, these players, which were much better than me. And that's how you improve yourself. And you watch and learn, read, and it's a game that evolves. So you can never sit down and say, I can sit down and relax and not need to learn anymore. You always need to learn. And over the years, I was lucky, even this, thanks to the Scandinavians and people coming from all parts of Europe, I even learned mixed games. So we always speak about poker, people think it's just hold'em. No, there's 1,000 games. And I could say that I've nearly played most of the games that I can and learn them. And we also have in Malta a great mixed game community, which is rare in Europe, where we play regularly mixed games, and it's growing. But yes, and I've played tournament, cash. I think it was 2009 I started properly then coming to the casinos, and I've been extremely lucky and good. Pretty decent, and I enjoy it. I've never done it professionally. It's always like amateur to have fun. And in this sport, in this game, you need to win to keep on playing because you can't keep on getting out money from inside. So if you don't win, you have to watch. You could have it on a yearly basis by points coming in, but to me, the idea, a poker player, the first thing they should have is called bankroll management. How much you take care of your money. And if somebody is good with money, he'll be a very good poker player. If he takes care of what he buys in and all that. So we kind of have a hand and mob. It's called a hand and mob. And basically there you can see, but a lot of players, like I know one of my friends, Sammy, he should have 3 times the amount there is there. But it gets the idea. You'll have the idea. Also, you have to remember sometimes somebody gets lucky and wins a big tournament. So it changes the graph. But if you see the top 15, 10 players, you'll know they're good. You know, there might be one which is not good. God bless him. He's a good friend of mine, but he knows he's bad. But he'll be on the top 10 because he had a big score 10 years ago. 120,000, and I think it was his second time he played poker. So that's what makes the beauty of poker. 44,000. It's hard to win one of those, you know, to give us that prize money. No, I do consultancy, but very limited on that. But yes, if poker is good, you don't need to, you can balance a bit out. When you do that, it's like real, it's work. It's important. But even poker, you need to take it seriously. If you're, like when I go abroad, I do party and drink. I enjoy it, but you prepare everything like really meticulously. I take earplugs, things to make sure I sleep, to make sure I have that. You have to take it seriously. And this is why it's good also. You follow some pros. It's all about preparation. Even it's like a sport. Even you do visualizations before you play. If you go in too excited and everything, you play one bad hand. Yeah, there's a lot. And the pros do it really, like, really seriously.